Yeah, hi team. Good morning and good evening. So let us start the session now. So we have just completed two demo sessions and let me quickly rewind our sessions. If anybody new, please notice the things. Okay. So the course duration of the Angular is 2 months. And do one thing end of the today by EOD. Please send your email ID also. So tomorrow onwards we'll send you the links privately. Okay. So this today video I will make it as a public and let us know your confirmations if you are not yet confirmed. Okay. So next, the target of our session is not about to complete the syllabus. It's not about to learning about the basics. Here you are going to be learning about a project. Once you are able to complete the project, your hands, then you are going to get a hands-on experience. Okay. So that too, you will get a minimum 2 years hands-on experience. Okay. Daily 1 hour session. Please follow that 1 year and have a 1 or 2 hours or 3 hours based on your practice, have those time and they get a success in our life. So I know everybody come here to get a specific purpose. Okay, so the course duration is the 2 months. Here we are going to learn about Monday to Friday in terms of IST. Okay, so Indian Standard Time Monday to Friday we're fully focusing on the design. Sorry, we'll fully focusing on the coding part. In this coding we will cover Angular, JavaScript, TypeScript. Next, RxJS library and a few other libraries. So this is about a coding part. On the weekend, we will see about design part, HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. So in the design part, not only learning about the basics, we are going to create a menus. The first day I shown you, right? So same thing, refer it. Okay. Now let us start the session. So what is the Angular? So yes, please, everyone. So please unmute yourself. What is the Angular?
It's a framework.
So Angular is a framework. To develop dynamic and responsive web applications. So Angular is a framework to develop a dynamic and responsive web application. Okay. Next, so only here web applications. What about my mobile application? For example, if you're opening the Amazon, there is a two things will be there. Amazon web application is there, mobile application is there. So our Angular is a target to learn about dynamic and responsive web applications. Okay. So if you want to work with Angular, see here. So first, let us create a Angular framework, the structure. So here we are going to be construct a home. What is the base thing? First, we need to be construct a base, right? So on the top of the base, we need to be construct a pillar. Okay, so here the base is the Angular framework. First, we will create an Angular project. On the top of this one, we'll start with the TypeScript and the JavaScript. We'll see. Okay, clear? Next. So our Angular is a framework to develop dynamic and responsive web applications. What are the pre-requirements? If I want to work with a Angular, first install the Node.js. First install the Node.js. Click on here. Already shown you in the second session or first session how to be installed. First step is completed. Next, you need to install Angular CLI. What is the command to install Angular CLI? Open the command prompt. So what is the command to install Angular CLI? npm
install. Yes,
so npm install @angular /CLI. Okay. Once you install, so Angular will be installed in your machine. So Angular was ready. Next, you need to create an Angular project. How to create an Angular project? So see here. First, you need to install the Node.js. Next, install the CLI command. Next, you need to be work with the Angular project. See here, I created a folder called examples in the Angular batch 14. Okay, in the example, so go to the address bar, type a command. So now you need to use a command to create an Angular project. What is that command? ng space new space your project name. Okay, project name. My project name is Angular EX1 is my project name. Okay. Once you ran this command, what it will do? It will create a Angular project for you. It will take hardly 5 minutes. Clear? So it will create a Angular project for you. Next, how to work with this Angular project? So project is ready. How to write a code? So I want to construct a home. So my frameworks are ready. My framework is whatever the items, equipments that are ready. You require a place or not? That place is provided by the Visual Studio Code. That place is provided by the Visual Studio Code. Okay. So you need to install that Visual Studio Code. Okay. So click on here. So is Visual Studio Code will be installed. Click on the download link. Okay. So it will be download and install the Visual Studio Code. Okay, almost if you are working with the React, Angular, all these are the libraries on the top of the JavaScript. The most look and feel and the things will be there, but syntactical is the different. The approach will be the different, syntax is the difference. I want to construct a villa and I want to construct a home. Both are two different, right? But material is same. The material here is the JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. But the way you are constructing architecture is two different. Yes, architecture is different. The construction is different. The standards are different. Okay, so now I want to open my project. Here open Visual Studio Code. Open Visual Studio Code. Okay, go to the file, open a folder. Okay, this is one approach. Simply give that one whatever you want. This is one approach. The second approach is command based. Go to the address bar, type cmd. Okay, code space dot. It will open Visual Studio Code. Okay, my project is ready. Can I have to run my project or not? So what is the command to run my Angular project? So this is my Angular project. How to run this one? Go to the address bar, type cmd. You need to use the two commands, either npm space start or ng serve. Ng serve. So what is the command to run Angular project? Ng serve. You need to run the command called ng serve. So this is the one we have completed in the last two demo sessions. And today onwards, we are having the regular sessions. Even today, I will give this video as a public. So tomorrow onwards, okay, daily we are having the 5 interview questions. So day itself, first day itself, will target for the interview plus practice. Daily we are having the 2 to 3 labs, and I will create a link and I will give to you. Okay, so please complete that labs and post in that link. For example, you are busy with work. Okay, today is not possible. Complete in that day, in the next day, or at least in that week. Okay, so then we'll get a success very easily. Okay, npm start is running my project. So where I need to be open here, it is showing some URL, right? Copy that URL. Go to the address bar. Run it. So it will run your project. Welcome to Angular training. Okay, so this is the what we have completed. Okay, project is created. Yes, successfully created. And open the project. Yes. Once you are creating a project, you can able to see the folder structure, right? Yes, I can able to see the folder structure. Okay, so any questions up to here? So anybody new to this Angular the first time? Okay, so basically our Angular nowadays we are using the Angular is a framework to develop a web applications. First, you need to be complete the setup. Everyone, please do one thing. Try to complete the setup. Install the node modules. So what is the setup? In the setup, first install the node modules. Okay, install the node JS. Next, install Angular CLI. If anybody wants this installation separate video, so go to my channel. So everybody having my channel, VKC training. So there you are having the 5 minutes video. Go to the YouTube and go to my channel. There you are having the 5 minutes video on each and every how to install the Node.js Angular CLI. Once installation is completed, I have created one more 3 to 5 minutes video on how to create a project. Create a Angular project. Next, Angular project is created. Next, what is my next step? Install Visual Studio Code. Install Visual Studio VS Code. So once my VS Code is done, run the project. Okay, so run the project. Clear? Okay. Next, what is the architecture of Angular framework? Angular follows what type of architecture? For example, architecture in the sense, so my plan is to construct a home. Can I come up with some plan or not? Okay. Can I have a plan or directly can I take it as a brick sand? Can I do directly? No. I need a certain plan. That too, I need to be construct a home within the permitted area. So a lot of things will be involved. Here also, if you want to develop a web application also, for example, I want to develop a web application called Amazon. Okay, so here you require some base plan. Okay, so if you are choosing a some framework or library, they will come up with some plan. Okay, like interior nowadays, everybody doing the interiors, right? They will come up with some approaches. If you are choosing this one, I will provide this one. So here, what is the architecture? Okay, Angular, Angular architectural design pattern. Which one is the architectural design pattern Angular using? Everyone? So, hello. So which architectural design pattern Angular using?
Model view controller.
So perfect. So Angular using the MVC architectural design pattern that is called model v1 controller. Okay. So in the controller, it will take the incoming request. It will send the request to the model, get the data, bind to the controller, and this binded data will be hand out the HTML and it will display. Angular follows MVC architectural design pattern. Angular follows MVC architectural design pattern. In the MVC, you are having the controller, model, and the view. Sir, where can I able to see this MVC architectural design pattern? So this is your Angular application, right? So how to create ng space, new space, project name? It will create entire architecture. In this architecture, here you can able to notice a few folders. So folder structure we'll see tomorrow. Okay, so this is my folder structure. In this folder structure, you are having the app. In the app, create a component. Okay, in the app, create a component. So in the component, you are having so many things. Okay, so we need to create a component. So now I'll ask a question. What are the core components of Angular application? Take a heading. Core components of Angular application. What are the core components of Angular application? Let me know just whatever you know. For example, I want to construct a home. What is my core components? Cement, sand, bricks, water. Okay. So these are my core components. If you want to work with Angular application, you require what are the core components? What are the core components of Angular application? The first one is the module. Second one is the component. Next one is the services. Next, that's it. So module, component, services. So these are the core components. If I say component again contains the view or template. Next, CSS or SCSS. Okay, CSS or SCSS. Next, what a component contains? TS file, component.ts page. Okay, so if I want to construct a home, I need some core components. So what is mean by component? The word component. For example, whenever you are getting a TV repair, so anybody of you visited the TV center, what they say component. So anybody of your laptop got trashed or not working anytime you visited the laptop storage? Anybody here? Anybody visited nearest laptop storage? For example, so the display was not coming. What they will told? Some components was burned. Am I correct or not? So here component is the functional unit. Simply the component mean a functional unit. Here the component. Okay, so the core components of Angular application. Component is an element or item. Module, component, service. Take a heading. What is mean by module? What is mean by module? Module is a building block of Angular application. Yes, module is nothing but a building block of Angular application. So see here, I'm opening Amazon website, right? Here you can able to see lot of things. What you can able to see? Amazon Mini TV, best seller mobile, today's customers, electronics, prime, so on so on so. Correct or not? So now let me click on the mobiles. Okay, so here you can able to see the mobile. So now these mobiles contain the again separate features. One, electronics. Okay, yes or no? Okay, if I go down, so many things. So your mobile is nothing but a mobile. This is the mobile module, one module. Okay, for example, same Amazon I got it. So how we can able to develop application, right? I want to develop a mobiles module. So now I will call Jatin, Mahesh, Pavana, Praveen, you four people work on the mobiles. They will create a one module and they will start working on this one. Next, I will develop a best sellers. Now I will call Jatin, Rajesh, Anita, okay, Ram, Sai. So please work on this one. They will create a one module, okay, best seller. In this one module, now Rajesh will be work on the Amazon Launchpad, Amazon Reward. Okay, next a few members will work on this one. These are called components. Clear? Okay, so in the Angular module is nothing but a building block of a Angular application. A block contains many divisions, no? Yes or no? Okay, in the college also we're having the block A, block B, block C. Okay, in the block A we're having the many divisions. Same like this, components are the feature in the module. So next, component. So what is a component? A component is a feature in the module. The module contain how many features? Team, one feature or many features?
Multiple.
Multiple. So component one application having one one module can able to have the multiple customer service. I may have the different. Okay, your rewards, so on. So all these are nothing but a payment system. All these are nothing but a my specific features. Okay, all these are nothing but a specific feature. So in the Angular, a component is a feature in the mod. Next, how many types of components? How many types of components? So these categories I will give you as per a project. How many types of project component? So see here. There are three types of components. Three types of components. What are those? Feature component. One is the feature component. Next, common component. One is the feature specific component. Second one is the common component. Next one is the shared component. In our Angular application, we're having the module. Module is nothing but a building unit. This unit contains the many components. These components we can able to categorize. Okay, either feature component, common component, shared component. So feature component is nothing but a specific to a feature. Okay, so in the real time, so generally if you say types of components, everybody will confuse. Really, do you have the types of components? Yes. In the real time project, we are having the types. Second one is the common component. See here, are you able to see top banner? Everyone, please try to be unmute yourself and interact. Are you able to see top banner? Currently, where I am now? So where I am now? I am in the customer services. Let me go to the Amazon Mini TV. Can I see same top banner? Okay, so it was little change in the TV. So let me go to the mobiles. So in the case of mobiles, can I see that same? Let me go to the electronic. Can I see? So these are called common. So these are components are common. Yes. So in your application, you are having the specific, those are called common component. Okay. So this is called tab banner. Next, menu also common or not? So this menu also common. Next, if you have the footer also common or not? So this is called feature footer. So here, let me go to the top. Let me go to the customer services. Go down. So able to see. So this is you need to be created as a what type of component? Common component. Okay. So specific to the feature is called feature component. So common component means, tell me, application menu, application
It's
specific menu. Next, header, application specific header, footer, etc. Okay, these are called common component. Next, shared component. What is mean by shared component? For example, I am constructing some grid. I'm constructing a grid. Next, other than the grid, what I'm constructing form, etc. So these shared components we can able to call it as reusable components. So you can able to simply call as reusable components. Shared components are nothing but the reusable components. Okay, sir, what is mean by reusable component? Done. Everybody taking the notes parallelly, right? So let me know if I'm fast or slow. I will uh, explain accordingly. So reusable component in the sense, so if I'm going to the something mobile, so the way and appearance, see here, something it is showing some grid, right? Some pagination. So the here the background is nothing but reusable. Okay, so same type of architecture will be come and again and again. So this is my architecture. Okay, the mobile. So let me go to the electronic items. In the electronics, I will go for the. So here also we are seeing the same. So basically, so here you can able to see the same. So this type of the things we are creating as a shared components. Okay, so data will be changed. So reusable components are shared components. See here. Okay, that is called reusable components or shared components. Everybody is clear? Any questions up to here? Types of components.
no, sir.
Krishna, quick question. Like, I got your point. Like, common components are, header footers, which are common for all the modules and components. Shared ones are can be reusable, but uh, I'm just a bit confused. Why shared components are not called common components?
Okay, so here shared component in the sense. So here you can able to see some pagination.
Mhm.
Okay, so if I given this task to be created, so same this like navigation, you will create a one component. So now I'm giving one more task to you. This also same thing looking like, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so can you create a two different components? Can I create a one component and reusable that one? Which one is the best?
Create one
One
and
one
reuse.
component and reuse. This is called reusable component or shared component. Okay, so what I can able to achieve, right? The time will be reduced. See here also same thing or not, the architecture. But what here it is changing, data changing. Okay, data changing. So what you will do, right? You will creating a some component that structure. So you will having the scroll bar along with the pagination. The data you will pass from a feature component. So shared components are the part of a feature component. Now clear? Shared
Okay.
are reusable components can be part of common component or a feature component.
Yeah, clear now.
Okay, so to make it as a reduce the code, okay, to get the more effective, reduce the code. Today you are giving the task 8 hours effort, tomorrow also 8 hours effort, your effort is the same, but you should be reduce your development work to 4 hours, and you need to be enjoy for the 4 hours, right? At the time create this shared components. Okay, everybody is clear? So next, so we created what type of a project, Angular project we created, and here you can able to notice a few files, right? And everybody able to notice a few files. What are those? So leave about the dot files. Now tell me other than the dot files. So here you can able to see node modules, src, leave about the dot files. So these things, these you can able to leave. Next, angular.json, karma config, package log, package, ts configuration. Okay, so here you are having the package file. One is the package, next one is the TypeScript configuration, next one is the Angular file, next one is the RC, next one is the node modules. Okay, how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5. Are you clear? So now let us see the architecture or folder structure of Angular application. So take a heading, folder structure of Angular application. If anybody thinking like it was fast or slow, let me notice. Okay, so I just want to be sync with each and everyone. Let us go 1 or 2 days little slow to catch up everyone, and then we'll go middle. Okay, so let us see the folder structure of Angular application. Everybody is clear? Core components. Next, services are nothing but services. Will in detail we'll explain about the services. So today we are going to be work with the component. That's what we are I'm explaining about a module and a component. Again, we're having the types of modules are there. Root module, feature module. Okay. So in the folder structure, what is the first one? The first one, we should be take a package. The first one is the package.json. Next, package hyphen lock.json. Next, package. Next, angular.json. Please note down. Next, tsconfig JSON files. Next src, and finally node modules. There are 6 different items are there in a Angular folder structure. So the first is we want to construct the application. The first step is we need to create a base. So here we are going to be construct a base and the pillar. The pillar and the base is nothing but we will create a folder structure, and top of this one we will start with the TypeScript and JavaScript. Okay, so Wednesday we'll start with the TypeScript and JavaScript. In detail we'll see. So anybody here newly starting their career in the Angular? Veera, Rajendra, Praveen, or Pawan, Megha,
Yeah,
Mahesh?
Krishna, yes, I am pretty new to web development or development. It's
Yes, I know. Other
yeah.
than me. Somebody join with Realme. Can you please rename?
I'm also new.
Krishna Chaitanya Dhanashri this side.
I'm also Krishna.
Okay. Realme, can you please tell me your name? Realme.
Dhanashri this side.
Pardon?
Dhanashri.
Dhanashri. Let me rename. Dhanashri. Okay. Okay. So next, somebody join with iPhone. May I know your name, please?
Yeah, Chaitanya. And again this side.
Oh, Nagin. Nagin. Okay. So any questions up to here? Whatever we have discussed? So types of component, everybody is clear? Any questions? Dhanashri, Jashwant, Mahesh? Any
No, sir.
question? It was clear, right? Next, a folder structure. Okay. So do one thing, team, everyone, try to complete the setup today itself. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. So try to complete the setup today itself and let me know, do you have any questions? Okay. Next. So what are the 6 files in the folder structure? Package, JSON, package lock, Angular, tsconfig, src node modules. So what are these contents? Take a heading. Package.json. What this package.json file contains? So can we see, then only we can able to get. So this package.json contains the application specific information. So application specific dependencies and what is the command to run Angular application? There are 2 commands. What are those? So sometime
NG
back I have
server and
ng
So-
server,
npm start.
npm start. So if you are running this npm start, what it is calling? ng server. Okay. So if you are using npm start or ng server, both will run your Angular application. Clear? So this package.json contains the Angular application specific versions and Angular specific versions and commands. What it contains? It contains Angular specific versions and commands. Commands to build and run and test Angular application. Next, package hyphen log.json. What is this package hyphen log.json? So same, right? The name is package.json, package.json. But what is the saying log? It means this is the locked file. But sir, can I change? Means yes, you can able to change. The difference between these two is nothing but so your package log.json contains the node modules. So it is contain the dependencies and the node modules. So this is called node modules. Okay, what it contains? It contains Angular specific versions, nothing but dependencies and node module information. So it is contain the node module URLs. Okay, node module specific information.
So,
Please take it.
Krishna, sorry to interrupt. So package log JSON file will, so if I have 10 different modules in my application, so it will contain all that module information in it, right?
No.
Oh.
Package.j contain the Angular specific information. It's not
No,
about
that I
your
got.
module
No, that
specific information.
I got. I'm talking about the log.json.
It is a node module specific information. Okay, so your module is different from the node modules.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what is this node module? Here you are seeing in the 6th point node modules, right? This node
Okay.
modules.
Oh,
Okay, what
okay.
is the purpose of node modules? I will tell you.
Okay.
So this lag.json contains one is the dependency versions, next one is the node modules. Okay, next one is Angular.json. It is contain the Angular specific configuration. See here, Angular.json. It is contain the Angular specific configuration. So your Angular application specific configuration. This is my Angular application now. So here, okay. But as a developer, you are not going to touch these files. Angular.json. It contains Angular application specific configuration. Okay, our Angular.json contains the Angular specific configuration. Okay, Angular application. For example, I'm having the two Angular applications. One Angular application specific will be mentioned in the Angular.json. Okay, next. Okay, take it. Okay, so as a daily we're going with different concepts, right? There we are using Angular folder structure. So at that time you will be more clear on this folder structure. No need to worry. Okay, so Angular.json contains the Angular specific information. Next, Angular using which scripting language? Angular using which scripting language? Type scripting language. So type ts config JSON files contain the type scripting configuration. ts config JSON files. What it contains? It contains TypeScript configuration information. Okay, so it will contains your TypeScript configuration information. Okay, see here. So how many TypeScripts are there? TS config, spec, JSON. All these are TypeScript configuration include. Okay.
Krishna, as you mentioned, like we should not be worried about all these files, right?
Yes,
It is just
but
for
we
our
know just
information.
to know. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But as the days going, right, we are going to work on the structure. We will adapt to this one.
Okay.
But Krishna, if you want to configure based on the environment, then we need to add the configurations in the Angular.json
Correct.
file as well.
So there at that time we were having the environment.ts file. That environment.ts file I will explain. Okay, as per the
Yes.
environment. For example, development environment, testing environment, production environment will be there. Okay, that will show you later. So that the environment specific files, the default will not be available. Okay.
Yes.
Next, so take it as a node modules. Node underscore modules. So what is the node modules? Node modules are the libraries. Okay, so these libraries will provide code to develop Angular application. Okay, for example, you are writing Angular data binding, right? How this Angular binding is understand? You require something or not? So if I switch on the fan will be running. How it will run? So when I switch on it, the current will be passed through the wires. So this wire is nothing but a library here. Okay. So node modules are the libraries. So these the libraries providing the code to develop Angular application. Okay. Sir, how many modules are there inside of node modules? That you don't need to worry. Okay. That nobody will not ask. So node modules contain the many libraries. Node modules contain the many libraries. Everybody is clear with the architecture, folder structure? So next and important one is the SRC. As a developer, you are going to work in this SRC. SRC is nothing but a source folder. So SRC is nothing but a source folder. Source folder. Here, developer will develop the application. Developer will develop the application. Okay, source folder. As a developer, our work always should be inside of the source folder. Okay, sometimes people are saying about Angular project is too slow, right? Anybody working on Angular project? Currently, anybody working on the Angular?
Yes, I'm working.
So, Jeshwant, you are working. Sometimes Visual Studio Code is too slow. So, see here in the Visual Studio Code, it is taking 283 MB because to load all the files. So, node modules, as a developer, where you need to be work? We need to be work inside of SRC, right? Instead of opening entire project, try to open the SRC. That's it. Okay, so my solution for that one is sometimes Angular project opening is too slow. The virtual missions which are provided by client is too slow. In that case, don't open this entire project. So your as a developer, your work is from SRC folder, correct? So now go to this address bar, type command code space dot. What you need to write? Code space dot. It will open the SRC folder. As a developer, you should be work inside of SRC. See, now the structure is plain or not. So now we will happy. Okay, very less the files. So everybody is clear with the folder structure. Any questions? So package contains the your application specific versions. Next and the dependencies, Angular specific versions, TypeScript. These are the libraries providing the code. Next source folder where the developer will be work. In the source folder, what are the files? Here you can able to notice application, assets, environment. So sometime back, Dhanashri, you are asking about as per the environment, I need to be configured. Okay, that environment should be there inside of SRC folder. For example, these all environments will not be available default. Okay, so for example, here I'm having the two things. One is for the production, next one is for the TS. So I want to give for the QA testing also. Here we can able to configure. Okay, so here we can able to configure. So how to implement that configuration, we will see in the upcoming sessions. Next, fab icon, no need to worry. Next, index.html. Okay, so let us discuss about source folder. Source folder. In the source folder, the first one will be start from index.html. What is this index.html? Angular is the single page application or multi-page application?
Single.
So Angular, everybody is saying about what is the Angular means. So the first answer is Angular is a single page application. How it is the single?
It has only one index.html page.
So in your Angular application, you are having only one HTML page. That is nothing but index.html page. Okay. Angular contains only one root HTML page. Okay. So Angular application, Angular application is called single page application. So simply SPA. So Angular is single page application because it contains only one index.html page. That too, that is the root HTML page. This is my Angular project. This Angular project contains only one root HTML page, that is called index.html page. Okay. So here you are running which project? Angular project you are running, right? So can we see? Let me. So this developer tools I will explain. If anybody new to this developer tools, no need to worry. Just observe. Okay. Don't try to get everything in the first day. Maybe it will take some time. Okay. See here. How many HTML pages it is having? Only one. Okay. So in one HTML page, it is. Are you notice any HTML tag? So here you are having one HTML tag. Okay. And head section body. So are you filling any HTML? No. Okay. See here. So in the app, we create a components information component HTML file, but it is also HTML page, right? Everyone. So here also you can able to see one HTML page. Then you can able to see one index.html, one more information.html. Now how you can able to call it a single page application? Correct or not? So in the Angular, you are having the multi HTML pages. How you can able to call? So here you have the 200 HTML pages also. But once it is loaded, how many HTML pages are loaded? One HTML tag, many HTML tag. You can able to notice only one HTML tag. That's why Angular is the single page application. Remaining all are the components. Okay. Okay. In the Angular application, remaining HTML pages are nothing but a components will be loaded in a index.html page.
So Krishna, are we saying whatever components that we create will have a separate HTML, but when we look at
Yes,
it as a
if
whole,
we are calling
it is
as
just
a
one
separate
index
HTML, but
HTML.
that is not a pure HTML. So that is as a simply a component. Okay, so these components will be loaded inside of index.html page. That's why it is having only one page.
So
Okay.
at the end, when the application will be created, all
Hmm.
the
So
HTMLs will
once
be
you are
part of the
compiling,
index HTML.
correct, perfect. So once you compile the code, it will be converted to single HTML page.
Right. Yeah. Got it.
Next one is a main.ts page. So wait. So main.polyfill styles.css I will explain you. So next one is the assets. Next one is the assets. Assets. What is mean by asset? So assets contains application
It is a later stuff.
specific static files. What are the static files? Anybody? What we call static files?
Cannot change.
No. Correct. Cannot change.
It's
Can you
just
change the
images.
image? No. Images, CSS, JS file. Okay. So what are the static files? So static files are nothing but the assets is the folder. It contains the static files. So those static files are images, CSS and JS file. JS. Next is the app. So app is a root folder of Angular application. So basically 1 or 2 days I will give you the more theoretical to understand the structure. Then we will every day we will see the practical. Okay. Okay, mostly 1 or 2 days are required you to be get the knowledge of this. What is the structure? What is the architecture? Okay, what is the in and outflow? Okay, tomorrow we will create a components. Already we created a component. So it is the root folder of Angular application. This folder may have some other things, we will see, not now. Okay, so styles.scss. This style.scss is the global style file. Okay, for example, I'm installing a bootstrap. Where to include the bootstrap? Here. Okay, the next one is the styles.scss. So this used to add global styles to the application and third party CSS references will be add here. Clear?
You mean paid versions? We can add it through style.css.
Come again, Dhanashree.
You mean the third party reference is
Third
the
party
paid
references in
version.
the sense, so third party, for example, I'm discussing about Angular. If third party person is saying about I will show you the openings. So see, it's a different, it's not a part of the course, correct? So here I'm having the Angular. If I want to add a styling, I will include the bootstrap. Bootstrap is from the Angular out of the Angular, If I want to add a reference of a bootstrap, I will depend on this styles.scss. So how to install that bootstrap and how to add a references, tomorrow session I will show you. Clear? So next, not only bootstrap, nowadays you are using some other, but 99% software projects are using the bootstrap. 99% software projects are using bootstrap. Okay, so for example, you want to add some tiny CSS like this, where you need to be add, we need to be add in the styles.scss. Any questions, Steve? So what we have discussed today we're discussing about how to complete the setup as per the last session. Next we are seeing about next we have seen about core components of our Angular application. Next we are seeing about the folder structure. So in this folder structure, so next tomorrow session I will show you how to interact with a bootstrap in our application. Okay, so once we added the bootstrap, how to utilize that bootstrap, how to create a component, how to create a shared component, a normal component, feature component, a common component, and we will start with the Angular. In that Angular, we will use that TypeScript. We'll start with the TypeScript data types. So tomorrow we'll use the bootstrap and I will start with TypeScript. Okay, any questions up to now? So what I have discussed today? So what I have discussed today? Core components of Angular. Okay, next what we have seen about folder structure. Folder structure. Okay, next why Angular is a single page application. Okay, next difference between package.json versus package hyphen lock.json. Okay, so next what is the lab today, right? So complete setup, complete the setup today. Okay. So any doubts you have the setup, please let me know. Any questions? Anita, Shankar, Dhanashri, Jatin, Mega, Praveen Reddy, Rajendra,
Hello.
Nagin.
Yes.
Any questions? In the
No,
today's
sir. I
class?
was done that application,
Mhm.
but I need to explain it. So tomorrow I'll ask this.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
Dhanashri.
having a question.
Pardon?
Can you please tell me the compatibility for the Angular Node module and the Angular CLI version?
So
Version
compatible in
version.
the sense that compatibility we don't need to worry. So here you can able to use see that package JSON file, right? So there you can able to have that one. Okay, take it as a latest version. So take it as a Node.js latest and Angular CLI. Just to run that command.
Okay.
Okay, that specific version we need to worry.
Already, if I'm having the node module with some particular version, and then we want to update that one, so that I'm not getting which compatibility we need to follow.
Okay, so let me know what is the version, sir. So as per your project, based on that one, I will guide you. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, specific versions we have the specific compatibility here and there. So let me know which versions we are having, which is the compatible. I will tell you.
Krishna, you're supposed to share the notes that you are capturing plus the
No, every
recordings, right?
day, yeah, every day I'm giving the dictating, right? Please take it as parallel. Okay,
So
I
are
will
you
share you.
expecting?
Okay, okay, team. Thanks for the day. We'll meet tomorrow.